Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome back to PEPE update today. So it does look like PEPE is causing a lot of trouble right now, and this is pretty much manipulation going on, and you can see that it is now getting choppy, right? You're trading, you're buying, you're selling, you're buying, you're selling, but your stop losses might be taken away. And if that is the case, it is not a good idea for you to just keep on taking trades and throw your money away just like that, just because it is choppy. The only thing you have to do right now is to avoid the choppy sideways market, right? If this coin was meant to go higher, as I said before, it should have done it back at 17 July. Today's 19, and 2 days later we're just consolidating even worse. We're coming all the way down to take all of these stop losses. So basically that's actually a very clear indicator that there's no interest to go back up. But still, our stop losses are not taken away, but my confidence for this coin is going lower and lower by the time it actually consolidates. But one thing is, there is a possibility that PEPE is coming down, right? So let's actually bring back the trend line here, and let's bring this sideways lower support there. So basically your stop losses remain down at like 1247. So I think we're very, very close to take that stop loss. I'm just going to put at 1243 right now. But something tells me that you're about to end up going down to 1243, and let's actually talk about the reason you're about to fall for PEPE. Now PEPE of course doesn't have any pattern to drop down, but when I look at Ethereum is ready to correct for like 7%, and I'm going to tell you why Ethereum is going to go down 7%. So this here is Ethereum, and you can see that Ethereum has made ascending broadening wedge. So basically this is the opposite of a rising wedge, where Ethereum has been going down, going up, going down, going up, going down, and now it has broken that particular support trend line, and it's just going to go for that retest maybe to 36.05, and then eventually drop down to like 33.16. So basically we're looking for Ethereum to go down, and that's the only reason why I think that PEPE is going to go down alongside with Ethereum. So Ethereum does have a lot of influence on altcoin, and that's the reason why I'm showing you Ethereum beforehand, because sometime to understand what is going to happen to altcoin, you can actually check what is going on with Ethereum or what's going on with Bitcoin. Even as a matter of fact, speaking of Bitcoin, let's look what Bitcoin is doing. I haven't checked this in a while, but even Bitcoin right now is just doing some stop loss hunt. There is no any logic in what's going on. This is not a pattern, doesn't make any sense. And I think trading for 2025 has been more like take stop losses, right? There's no logic whatsoever, as there used to be logic in crypto. There used to be a little bit of logic in crypto, but now it's just that if you understand where the stop losses are, maybe that's the only way you can win in this market. So let's go on and let's actually check what PEPE is doing right now. So next is, of course, there's still a little bit of chance of a miracle. You still never know. I'm actually going to treat PEPE as it is with its own pattern. But at the end of the day, you're still sideways here. You broke about the sideways pattern. You came for the retest. You're still holding above the support. At least you're still holding the support. That's the only positive thing. There's still that chance where Bitcoin can still move sideways before dropping down. And when Ethereum is sideways, we could still have that chance where PEPE pumps to the main target, and then Ethereum decides to drop, and then finally actually drop after meeting the main target. That's just one way to look at things. Or the worst case scenario is that Ethereum just drops down and PEPE does drop down as well. So what do you think? What's the sentiment? Are people at this point of time more bullish or more bearish? If you know the answer to this, you'll figure out the next move. I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty confident. Do you think a lot of people are now hyped up and excited? If you say yes, then it's probably going to drop down, because when people are way more people, when they're excited, well, the market actually does the opposite of what people are expecting. If you're more fearful, as before, as the market has been for a long time here I was actually very confident. I've been talking about the pump happening, and it did happen, right? We went to the falling wedge main technical target. That was amazing. Okay, right now it's a little bit ugly for at the moment, because the market has also been pumping for how many days now? The pump happened at 22 June. Today is like almost 1 month later, so maybe 30 days of an uptrend. Okay, it's 30 days. There could be a pullback. as well. Now this pullback, I don't know if it's just gonna be that Pepe goes up to that target, then there's a pullback, or there could be a pullback right from here. Again, this stop loss here, this at 1244, is really an important place. If the prices, if they just touch it there, that's just one big hint that we're in for a massive correction. So that's it for the video, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Love is.